So what's going on, everyone? Visionix here, and today we're going to be checking out this really cool 60% mechanical gaming keyboard. Now this is hot swappable. You know, it also has a translucent base, which is going to look really good with all the RGB that is packed into this thing right here. It does also have some put-in keycaps. They are see-through, so it's going to allow so much light to shine through this thing and just make it look really amazing. So yeah, the really important thing about this keyboard that I found interesting, guys, is just the price point. For about $40, you're getting yourself a hot swappable mechanical gaming keyboard 60% with a lot of features, which is what drew my interest to this keyboard. As you guys can see in the packaging, we get ourselves a manual here, but let's go ahead and take a look at what else we get inside the packaging. So as you guys can see, they do give you guys some couple extra keycaps. These are blue, it looks like. Let me actually just take that out so you guys can see. So they do provide these really cool, like, extra blue keycaps, and as you guys can see, you know, it is a bit translucent, so you can see through it a bit. So once the light kind of shine on this thing, it's just gonna allow so much more light to shine through and give for a much better look when, you know, using the RGB on this thing. So let's go ahead and get the keyboard out. We'll put that down for a second. Feels solid, but we'll take a look at that in a second. You get this nice USB Type-C cable right here to plug it up. Probably not going to be using that. And you also get a keycap puller and also a switch puller, which is really great that they include all of that. And just remember, guys, the price for this is $40. So $40, you get yourself a really solid 60% keyboard that is hot swappable, which means you can just go ahead, dig in, and customize. So here's the keyboard itself, guys. Take a look at it. I mean, it looks amazing. I'm definitely loving it. I mean, take a look at the translucent back. So yeah, I can't wait to turn this thing on to kind of get some RGB light going through this thing to kind of see what it looks like. But the keyboard looks really nice. It definitely feels solid. You know, you do get a bit of a flex there, you know, but that is expected at this price point. And like I said, it is made out of plastic. You know, it's not metal or anything. You know, at this price point, you're not expecting anything too crazy. So as for these switches, I believe these are the linear blue switches. So they do sound pretty fair. I would say pretty fair for some stock keycaps. And you know, obviously what makes this keyboard even better is the fact that you can go in and kind of just customize it and use your own, you know, switches and switch out the keycaps. So that's just gonna make this keyboard even better. So yeah, I think they built that, you know, the keyboard in mind that, you know, people aren't gonna really be using the stock, you know, they're just gonna kind of go ahead and customize it. So yeah, I think they kind of knew that when they were building this, you know, so they didn't, you know, waste too much money on these switches or anything like that. And they actually sound pretty great, you know. Here's a quick sound test. So like I said, not the best switches out there, but they do sound great for some stock switches. So like I said, you know, it is hot swappable, so you guys can go ahead and take out these switches and keycaps and just put your own on there and just kind of customize it. So yeah, what do I think about the keyboard? It is a very solid keyboard. I definitely do love it. You know, we're gonna power this thing on though and check out the lighting on it. You know, so I went ahead and plugged up the keyboard, and as you guys can see, it will just light up like a Christmas tree. This thing looks amazing with these put-in keycaps. They look absolutely fantastic. I definitely do like it. I feel like, you know, leaving these keyboards like halfway translucent just kind of gives for such an amazing look when RGB is being run through the keyboard. And as you guys can see, if you take a look at the base of the keyboard as well, it is translucent, so you can kind of look in there and see, you know, all the lights shining through that as well, which just gives for a much even better look. And I'll get some shots for you guys of this thing in the dark so you guys can kind of tell how bright it is, you know, with all the different options and stuff. Like, it does have a couple of moods on this thing as well that you can switch from, which looks all amazing. By the way, like I said, it is supported by software as well, which is really great, where you can go in and just kind of, you know, customize stuff. So that's really awesome. I definitely do love the keyboard. I mean, for $40, you can't really complain. You know, you can't really ask for much more. You're getting yourself a solid build keyboard that is hot swappable. You can go and switch out these keycaps and put your own. You can also switch out these switches as well for some nicer sounding switches. So it just looks amazing. I definitely do love it. You know, can't wait to kind of get in and customize this thing and see what I can create with it. You know, I always wanted to customize a 60% board, and maybe I can just kind of go ahead and experiment with this one. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys like this thing? I'll have it linked in the description below if you guys do want to purchase. So be sure to drop a like if you guys did enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you guys are not already, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.